Hi, this is Todd with your Shot of Adrenaline. Today is Ask Todd Saturday, where I answer a question from the community. I want to thank so much for Thenis Dupreez. I'm not sure, sorry Thenis if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, but you asked a great question. He asked a question in terms of workouts. And essentially he's asking workout capacity. When you work out, how do you know when you've done enough? Essentially, that's what he's asking. Sometimes he feels like he's done too much. Other times he feels like he could have done more. How do you find that sweet spot? He feels like he's overtraining certain times. And I've got a few thoughts on that, Thenis. And the first one is that don't confuse overtraining within a workout session. Overtraining is simply isolated to overtraining over time. So think about it in terms of you're working out at a high intensity for week after week after week, and you can't muster up the strength and the energy to jump into your workout with full energy. That's a sign that you're overtraining. When you can't sustain, one of his questions is, he mentions that, say, a workout program, a bodyweight program calls for doing 10 reps, and you want to fatigue within that 10 rep range. And he'll hit that 10 reps and he'll feel that full fatigue, but then his question is he can't sustain that over time. And my answer to you, Thenis, is that's okay. That the goal isn't necessarily to hit 10 reps every single time. The goal is always to reach full fatigue within a rep range based on your goal. If your goal is to build up strength, if your goal is to do calisthenics tricks like muscle ups and front levers and handstands, then you want to really fatigue at a lower rep range, like a 6 to 8 rep range. If your goal is to build up more muscle, then you want to hit an 8 to 12 rep range. If your goal is endurance, then you want to be higher than 12 reps. You want to be 15, 20 reps, even further, because what you're doing is you're changing the capillary diameter so that more oxygen can flow to the muscle faster so that you can sustain that effort for longer periods of time. And he mentions that sometimes he feels like he's doing too much, sometimes he feels like he's doing too little. And my answer to that is don't necessarily judge it per workout. You want to put in the full effort, put in the 45 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, depending on whatever that workout program is. But don't necessarily say, oh, I've worked out an hour and I gave it my all and I feel like I can do more. You know, honestly, just stick to the program. Within each set, give it your all and go to full fatigue. But then don't necessarily worry about, okay, did I leave anything on the table? Did I not follow your program? And track your results over the 3 weeks, 4 weeks time. If you're not seeing a change, then you need to change up your workout program. The workout program isn't effective. But don't necessarily judge, am I overtraining or undertraining per workout session. Think of it more of a long-term approach, and just judge the ability, if you're working out too much or too little, based off of your program design. Follow your program design to a T and give it your all. A lot of people say, oh, I've done my 10 reps for this exercise. And there's no magic. 10 reps is not a magic number. It's not a goal to hit 10 reps. And if you leave something on the table, then that's where the problem comes in. You've got to really go to full fatigue. And if you feel like you're doing too much during that workout session, then you can drop it down a little bit. But you do want to leave, you don't want to leave things on the table. You do want to push your hardest. I hope that answers your question. Again, overtraining is a long-term thing. Think of it as a chronic condition, a thing over time. When you feel like you can't muster up that energy to get to your workout with that full level of energy and give it your all, you're probably overtraining. But don't use that as a base to judge, am I overtraining during a single workout session. Thanks so much, Thenis, for asking that question. If any of you else have a question, feel free to answer or ask it. Look for the Ask Todd sections on shotofadrenaline.net, and I'll feel free to get back with you with these Ask Todd Saturdays. Thanks so much.